Falling behind your competition? Use SEMrush's traffic and market toolkit.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream here today. And we got a doubleheader returning here with the NHL live commentary streams from the World Junior Championships. And we start off on this fine Thursday between the Vancouver Canucks and the Detroit Red Wings to open up this week of commentary streams. Hope everybody's had a great week so far. Tomorrow is Friday, so everybody's feeling good about that. But the Red Wings are the next team up here on the list of commentaries. We have not streamed the Red Wings since the 24th of November, so it's been a while since we live streamed this team, but we're getting them back in here for another one here today, and I could not be more excited for what is to come here in this commentary. Again, so these two teams, of course, contesting for playoff spots. The Red Wings find themselves first place in the Atlantic Division, playing absolutely phenomenal this season. And overall, third place in the Atlantic. They've dropped, tied for second. 25, 15, and 4, 54 points. Again, they're obviously looking to break their playoff drought. And the Vancouver Canucks find themselves second last in the NHL. They've been better recently, but the numbers still are not looking that great. 16, 21, and 5 for 37 points. And they are in a rough spot there, of course, as well in the NHL standings. Starting goaltenders here tonight. And it's two Watch with Nordic live commentary debuts tonight. You have John Gibson in net for Detroit, and Thatcher Demko in net for Vancouver. Neither of those have played in a live commentary stream just yet. So kind of make its mystery tonight. Two Watch with Nordic debuts, which I think is a little bit rare. We've done so many goaltenders. When I was going through all the stats, and I'm like, really? We haven't done those guys yet in all the streams we've done. It was a little surprising to find that out, but that's the fact that we're dealing with here now, and now we get ready for this live commentary stream here in just a moment. They're singing the national anthems currently. And yeah, it's basically done. So make sure all my stuff's pulled up here. How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody here in this stream. And there goes the anthem. Okay, we are ready to get started here with another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream from Detroit, Michigan, here in Little Caesars Arena between the Vancouver Canucks and the Detroit Red Wings. Starting goaltenders and their stats. Kevin Lankinen is in net for Vancouver, so I guess NHL.com's just lying to me. 6-10-4 record, 3.37 goals against average, 884 save percentage. On the other side, John Gibson is making his Watch with Nordic debut. 14-9-1, a 2.94 and an 896 save percentage this season with the Detroit Red Wings. These two teams faced off back a month ago today. It was a 4-0 win for the Red Wings. Will this one be the same? Or will Vancouver get the win? I guess we will find out. It is a out-of-conference matchup here today between the Detroit Red Wings and the Vancouver Canucks. And we are underway. Face-off is a tie-up here at center ice. The Canucks end up winning the draw. Pettersson back to Myers now, who will bank that one back into the Red Wing zone. Racing forward is David Kampf, who was a acquisition by the Canucks here midway through the year. Patrick Kane battling for it. Sherwood throws down low to Brusque. Trying to get a backhand there on John Gibson. He got interfered with, and that will be a penalty here to start off this game. Less than 20 seconds in, the Canucks will get a chance to go to the power play and see what they can do. So again, I apologize for my error there. I thought Thatcher Demko was starting tonight. I guess I was wrong. The NHL Network said that he was in. But, oops, I apologize for that. But regardless, Kevin Lankinen in Watch with Nordic Streams, 1-4-1. And Vancouver now with the power play. Face-off won by the Canucks. DeBrusque will hold it here on the right hash marks. Pass up to the point then as Tom Willander is now quarterback in that power play. Here behind the net now, Pettersson pass in front. And they'll jab at that puck, but it does not go through. Cleared up to the point. Vancouver keeps it in. Sherwood looks, Tried sending a pass down low, stolen back then by Willander, who had it in his feet. And he tried to pass it over to Sherwood, but the puck came out of the zone, so Vancouver is forced to regroup. Sherwood, back to Besser. Besser to Pettersson now at the hash mark. DeBrus, pass in front. And he had Sherwood there, but could not connect. Willander, back to Pettersson. Pettersson moves in, waits, and throws it back up to the point. Willander to Besser. Pass to Sherwood. Shoots it. Blocked. And Detroit clears. Halfway through the Vancouver power play. Lankinen will now play it behind his net. .882 save percentage in 7 live commentary streams for Kevin Lankinen in his Watch with Nordic career. Cleared around now behind the net. Fed up to the point then Hronek. As that second unit is out there for Vancouver. Now Zeev Boyum to the point. Boyum looking for options now, trying to manage that puck. Gives it back to Kane. Kane over then for Hronek. Can't complete the pass. Hronek battles for it down low with Seider. And Seider will clear all the way down the other way. 3/4 of the way here through the Vancouver power play. Boyum here in the Vancouver zone. Pass off the boards then and dumped into the Detroit zone. Red Wings will get to it first. It's Bernard Docker who will tip that one out of play, but it does go off the glass. So no penalty there to JBD. Showing off the coaches here. Obviously, you have Adam Foote, who is that coach for Vancouver. Almost blanked on who it was. And on the other side, Todd McClellan, of course. Adam Foote, his first season as an NHL head coach. He was previously the Vancouver assistant coach for three seasons and has gotten the head coaching nod. Pettersson, a shot denied by Gibson, cleared back down low. Last seconds of the power play here now. Battling for it in the corner, fed back up to the point. One last chance. Power play concludes. A shot denied by Gibson. Rebound is tipped above the net. Great opportunity there by Höglander, but the power play is over regardless. Red Wings steal it back. They will clear out to center and get a chance to regroup, as of course they were obviously in the midst of a PK and now get the regular line out there on the ice. Canucks dump it into the Detroit zone. Johansson battling for the puck. Detroit swoops in. Van Riemsdyk tried to clear out the center. Now Höglander throws it up to the point. Myers behind the net. Höglander feeds it to center. Could not get that puck through. And now here come the Red Wings the other way. It's Lucas Raymond, who has been the top performer this season for Detroit. Will dump that one into the Vancouver zone. Canucks will get it right back. Myers plays it forward then to Ogren. Skating it now through center. Into the zone is O'Connor. Pass in front. Nobody is there. And Detroit steals it back. Raymond skating through center now. Van Riemsdyk. Raymond now battling for it down low. Sherwood will accidentally feed that one in front. Nobody is there, and the Canucks will clear back into the Detroit zone. Here's Axel Sandin Pellikka, who is one of the prospects that Detroit has been heavily anticipating and has had a great season here in his first year with the Red Wings. I made a video on it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's an incredible idea. Battling for now on the right side. Cleared back down low to the Detroit zone. Rasmussen will fight for it then with Sherwood. Sherwood tried to kick that one to center. Now Mason Appleton battles for it down low. Cleared back up to the point. Canucks have control. Shot in on Gibson. He makes the save with his chest and covers up any rebound that would be there. So again, you obviously look back to December 8th, where it was a 4-0 shutout win when these two teams played each other in Vancouver. John Gibson, who was in net for that game as well, had the shutout. And he got Detroit the 4-0 win. Again, these points are very important, especially for a team like the Red Wings who are battling in a competitive division. Even though they are in a playoff spot technically, it's not like they have a ton of ground over every other team that is behind them or even ahead of them, to be honest with you. It's such a close league this year. And a very close division for sure. Sasson feeds it up to the point. Vancouver trying to bring it into the zone. Shot is blocked. Yeah, I know. I said the wrong Utah College. That's my bad. But I still love it, though. It is in Utah University, not Utah Valley. I do apologize for that. Red Wings at the point now. Johansson shoots it. Blocked there by Vancouver. Here they come the other way. Into the zone. Ogren to Sasson. Drops it back. Carlson a shot off of Gibson's pad. And kick back down low. Johansson gets it back then for Detroit. Will clear that one down low in the corner. Now JBD will regroup with the puck here in the Red Wings zone. Here's Emmett Finney, who clears it down low into the corner. Yeah, I got Detroit winning tonight. Nadir. Here comes Vancouver the other way. Kane to the right side to Besser, who banks that one down low into the Red Wings zone. Now Gibson behind his own net will play that one through his legs. Now Pettersson steals it back then for Vancouver. Elias Pettersson to the point. Intercepted. Here's Emmett Finney now with a break. And he gets tied up there by the other Elias Pettersson. And Vancouver steals it right back. Tyler Myers now brings it through center down the right side. Gets held out to the right side by Simone Edvinsson. Stolen back then by the Canucks. Yeah, I think the Red Wings win today. I think the Red Wings will win. At the point, Marcus Pettersson tries to shoot it on net. Now Höglander back to Myers, who shoots it. It's blocked in front. Clear down low now in the corner. Höglander. Back to O'Connor. O'Connor a shot saved by Gibson. Rebound is there. But Vancouver cannot get a chance on that one. Canucks have been the better team here so far. Here's DeBrusk's shot. Goes off of Gibson and into the corner. DeBrusk to O'Connor. O'Connor at the point. Hronek looking for a shot here. Deacon around the Red Wings defense. Holds it at the point. Hronek to Höglander. Höglander to DeBrusk. DeBrusk shoots it. Glove by Gibson. Without extra time. Yeah, they should win in regulation. That's the expectation you would have, right? Anyway, 13:29 left to go in the opening period. No score. Shots are 5-1 in favor of the Canucks. Obviously, a power play does help. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe down below if you're new. Trying to get to 5K. We are 3 subscribers away from 4,200, so we're almost at a little mini milestone. But thank you all so much for your support this month. Yeah, I'm commentating it, so I can help you out, no problem. Yeah, thank you all so much for the support so far through this month. Analytically, in these first 8 days or so, we've had better stats than I've had in some months last year. So thank you all so much for your support throughout the last couple of days. It means a ton, and we're definitely gonna keep on grinding here for sure. Huh. All right. What was that? I lost the comment. No. All right. Braswell likely won't be playing long. Yeah. Deserve a sub. Thank you. Well, thank you, Nadir. I appreciate it. All right. Commercial break here, and we are back as soon as I say that. Previewing Max Sasson, who is from Michigan, 25 years old. His family is here in the building today. So Vancouver Canuck playing in his hometown. I would put some money down for a goal. I would definitely put some money down for a Max Sasson goal. Do I have plans to go to the Winter Classic? I wish. I would love to. I mean, maybe if we could afford it by 2027, but I mean, I have no idea where I'll be by then, so I would love to go, though. But it's in Utah. That's the problem. Red Wings have the puck here. Here they move it through center. Banked off the boards now and cleared into the zone. Racing forward is Rasmussen. Stolen back then by Marcus Pettersson. Pettersson off the boards for Willander. Willander to center. Carlson down the right side. Gets tied up then by Edvinsson. Knocked down to the ground. Linus Carlson recently signed to an extension by Vancouver. Detroit trying to clear Edvinsson. Back to Moritz Seider, who is Been named to Team Germany's Olympic team. Should not be a surprise at all. DeBrincat moves it to center, shoots it, and it deflects wide of Lankinen. Now played back to the right side. Here's Jake DeBrusk. 3-on-2 the other way. Into the zone. Boyum a shot. Blocked by Kopp. No, I didn't put any bets on any team today. I don't bet. Me personally, I do not bet. Icing here against Detroit. In the opening period here. Sorry, my voice sounds a little bit different. I'm having a sore throat. I'm still not 100% from when I was sick at the end of the year. But it's almost like I can't just really rest. I got to keep doing what I do. Here's Sherratt now. Tries clearing that one off the boards. Kept in then by Vancouver. Pettersson wraparound pass to Besser. Behind the net. In front. Pettersson denied by Gibson. And it goes up and out of play. Nice chance there for Elias Pettersson. You bet your car on the Red Wings? 12:01 left to go here in the opening period. All right. Face-off here in the Red Wings zone, won by Detroit. Cleared back out to center now. It's the other Elias Pettersson who nearly turned over the puck. Now banked off the boards back into the Detroit zone. Johansson. Down low now, Dylan Larkin tries to bank that one off the boards. Kept in here by the Canucks. Sherwood shoots it. Saved by Gibson. Down low now, racing forward is Sasson. Battling forward here on the corner. Stolen back then by Detroit. Here's Dylan Larkin. 2-on-1 with Finney. Larkin moves in. Shoots it just wide of Lankinen. Kept in, though, by Detroit. Finney battling for it down low. Puck goes in for Elias Nils Pettersson. And Vancouver will hold it behind their own net as their team gets a line change. Don't overthink it, bro. It's the first period. Pass to center now is banked off of Vancouver's stick and into the Detroit zone. Sider will clear that one around the Red Wings net. Into the zone now, Appleton. Comfort to Edvinsson. Shoots it. Tipped by Marcus Pettersson. And out of play. So there's opportunities here, but defensemen are getting their sticks where they need to be. And, I mean, that's exactly what you want to see, of course, from your players for sure. Shots are 6-2. Vancouver here, nearly halfway through the first period. No score. Face-off. Pettersson versus Comfer on the draw. They will kick Comfer out. They'll put in Van Riemsdyk. Face-off is now won by Vancouver. Willander on the right side will try to clear. It's kept in by Detroit. Comfer down low. Feeds it up to the point. Back down low. Comfer to Raymond. Raymond looks, fires it. Blocked in front by traffic. And kept in the zone, though, by Detroit. Sider dumps it down low. Pettersson battling for it. Raymond picks it up in the corner. Raymond to Edvinsson. Fires it. And it goes wide of Lankinen. Sider to Van Riemsdyk. Pass to center is intercepted. Here come the Canucks the other way. Besser off to Kane. Kane tries getting around Sider. Just gets knocked off the puck. And Detroit will steal it back. Halfway through the opening period, no score here in this Thursday night matchup. Sider through center will dump that one into the Vancouver zone. Lankinen behind the net will throw that one around. Puck goes all the way up to center. And here come the Canucks the other way. Into the zone. Karlsson pass in front. And nobody was there. Well, there was somebody there, but the puck did not get to Linus Karlsson. Here's Sherratt. Clears that one down low into the Vancouver zone. Rasmussen battling for it. Kept in here by Detroit. Vancouver will steal it back out to center. Sasson drops it back. In the zone now, Ogren battling for it. Pass in front for Sherwood. Could not get the shot on. Now battling forward here on the right side. Picked up by the Canucks. Ogren shot tipped. And glove by Gibson. Vancouver keeping on the pressure here. 9:15 to go. No score in this first period. 7-2 are the shots. And yeah, folks, that is not the most sustainable thing in the world. Yeah, there's usually a delay with the stream. So things may be a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later than what you think there is. So just a warning, but there usually is a delay with the stream. And that's not me, that's the YouTube. That's YouTube having a slight delay. So all right, still thank Allah for Gibson. Yeah, man. 7-2 Vancouver in shots. And Gibson's been great. Again, he had a rough start to the year, but has been a lot better since the season's gone along, for sure. He's actually been phenomenal, like, since that really rough start. All right. $9:15 left to go in the first period. Detroit and Vancouver tied at no score. And Moritz Seider talking on the panel here. Goals by period this season. The Red Wings ranked 30th. With the third least amount of goals scored in the first period, only 28. That is interesting. When you're unable to, get the first goal a lot of the time, it's not ideal playing from behind. And it may speak for more of how impressive Detroit has been this season, even with that fact. Face-off won here by the Red Wings. They will clear out to center. And again, the first goal doesn't mean everything, but it certainly does help. Like, whenever you score the first goal, better chance you're going to win the game. Cleared out to center now. It's Höglander. Kopp tried to pass one in front. Stolen back then by Vancouver off the boards. And back into the Red Wings zone. Detroit will regroup. A lot of back and forth action here so far. Canucks bring it into the zone. Pettersson. Down low. Höglander. Will look for options here now. Clears it around behind the net. Stolen back then by Kopp. Puck comes out to center. Pettersson. Try getting a stick on that. Now down low here. Pettersson behind the net then for Höglander. Höglander. Down low. We'll send that one in the corner then for O'Connor. Johansson racing forward now. Gets knocked off the puck by Pettersson. A lot of net battles here in this game so far. Or board battles, I guess you could call it. DeBrincat back to Johansson. Johansson will regroup now in the Detroit zone. Pass to center, then Finney. Into the zone, Emmett Finney battling for it now with David Koff. Now Larkin will throw it up to the point. Seider to Simone Edvinsson. Edvinsson back to Seider. Seider looks, fires it. Save by Lankinen. And now 7:42 remaining here. The Red Wings definitely need to get more offensive zone time. We'll be live later tonight for Blue Jackets and Golden Knights. That'll be the later stream we have tonight here. Larkin versus Kampf. Larkin wins the draw. And he ends up passing it out of the Vancouver zone. Now Sider battling for it down low with Sherwood. Sider will throw it to center. Thankfully, nobody is there for Vancouver. Detroit will clear down the other way just wide of Lankin, and that will be a icing against the Red Wings. So I guess the shots stay 7-2. And they're going over the Quinn Hughes trade on my screen because, obviously, I'm watching the Detroit broadcast and they're discussing the trade itself. Face-off here in the Red Wings zone. Edvinsson tries clearing it out of the zone. It's kept in by Vancouver. Backhanded down low by DeBrusk. Puck goes around now behind the net. Edvinsson battling forward here in the corner. Tries to bank that one off the boards. DeBrusk keeps it in, then to Sherwood. Sherwood, pass in front. And that one is blocked there as Vancouver with a real chance. Carlson back up to DeBrusk. DeBrusk tries clearing it. Kept in by the Canucks. Finally, the Red Wings do get it out. Dylan Larkin will throw that one back down low. Delayed penalty here against Vancouver, and the Red Wings, for the first time tonight, will get a chance to put their power play to the test, as it was a trip, and it was Marcus Pettersson who made the trip on Dylan Larkin. And Larkin's skate actually went up and hit Pettersson in the helmet. Thankfully, he's okay. That could have been a lot worse. Shots are 7-2 Vancouver, and the Red Wings will get a chance to put their power play to the test here for the first time tonight in this first period. Face-off in the Vancouver zone, won by the Red Wings. Myers will take it and immediately clear all the way down the other way. Here's John Gibson now. Gives it up then for Sider. Sider will drop it back for Raymond. Lucas Raymond moves it through the zone. Will dump that one here into the Vancouver end. Now Larkin throws it behind the net. Johansson down low. Fed back up to the point. Sider. Down low Van Riemsdyk to Raymond. Raymond looking for options. The risk the Red Wings could trade for Gritty. Here come the Canucks short-handed. O'Connor, a shot denied by Gibson. Rebound is there. And dump back down low to the corner. Now here come the Red Wings the other way. Dylan Larkin will drop it back then for Raymond. Raymond to Larkin, brings it into the zone. Larkin will clear that one down low. Van Riemsdyk fed back up to the point, kept in by ASP. DeBrincat down low. Raymond back to DeBrincat. DeBrincat looks. Will stick handle that one at the goal line. Back to Larkin. A shot denied. Rebounds in front. Larkin a backhand. Could not get that one through. Another chance is denied and cleared by the Canucks. Huge chance there for Detroit on their power play, but they cannot connect. Red Wings will regroup here now in their own zone. Here's Patrick Kane. Kane. Down low now. Bank back up to the point. ASP to Kopp. Back to Kane. Kane to Kopp. Puck comes out of the zone, and now Detroit will be forced to regroup. Down low in the corner, Evander Kane. Patrick Kane battling for it. Vancouver steals and clears all the way down the other way. And that will pretty much do it here for the Detroit power play. Only 2 shots on that power play, but I guess it is better than nothing. Canucks will pass out to center. Stolen back then by the Red Wings. Kane to Simone Edvinsson. Shots are 9-4 in favor of the Canucks. Stays a 1-0 game. Marco Kasper into the zone. Shoots it off the side of the net. Tip back down low in the corner. Rasmussen. Back to Kasper. Kasper feeds it up to the point. Sider to Edvinsson. Shoots it. Blocked in front. Clear back to the right side. Another chance. Denied with Lankinen's helmet. As Sider with a good chance on that there. Mo Sider. Backhands it down low here into the corner. Racing for it then is Appleton. We'll clear that one behind the net then for Kasper. Kasper can't fully control it. Battling alongside Willander. Back over then to Appleton on the bench side. Mason Appleton battling for it with a Canuck. And Vancouver wins that fight. They will clear out the center. 4 minutes remaining here in the first period. Here's Tyler Myers. Shoots it. Tipped down low to the corner. Now picked up by Appleton, who will get it out to center. Myers over then for Carlson. Linus Carlson. Pass up to the point. A shot. Goes just wide of the net. And here comes Andrew Kopp. Kopp to Kane. Kane, wraparound move there, and he goes offsides. And yeah, you cannot do that. Some chances for Detroit on their power play. Shots are 9-5 here in the opening period. Still scoreless here in Detroit. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Of course, subscribe down below if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Oh my gosh. A little exhausted. Again, my voice not in the greatest spot right now, but again, I don't really have much of a choice. Trying to drink a lot more water, so I might have to have a couple more bathroom breaks, but you guys don't care about that. Shots are 9-5 here in this first period. And still a scoreless hockey game here. Still in commercial break. And they are talking about the loss of Glenn Hall, who was a legendary NHL goaltender. One of the most unbreakable records in sports, not just NHL history, is 502 consecutive games played. That is unbelievable. And consecutive games started. That's nuts. That is the NHL record for a goaltender. He's a 3-time Vezina winner. He was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 1975. He won the 1956 Calder Trophy. What's up, Jim Shit? Drink until you pee clear. I mean, I have clear piss. But yes, I agree. Rest in peace to Glenn Hall, one of the NHL legendary goaltenders. Here on the right side, Raymond. Behind the net now for Johansson. Van Riemsdyk pass to center. Stolen back then by Carlson. Carlson then for the likes. Vancouver clears that one down low into the zone. At the point, Willander. Will send that one down low. ASP battling for it now. Carlson picks it up for Vancouver. Shot at the point, gloved by Gibson. And shots are 10-5 now. Again, 502 consecutive games played is nuts. There are some goaltenders that don't even reach 500 career games played. Cleared back out into the Vancouver zone. Only 80 goalies have played 500 or more NHL games. Here's Larkin, a shot denied there by Lankinen, kept in the zone by Detroit. Larkin at the point, shoots it, save, rebounds there in front, denied by Lankinen, and he keeps both of them out. So again, going back to what I was saying, only 80 goaltenders. Actually, let me confirm if that's true. AI says that, so I'm not sure if I believe that. And we got a penalty here, actually. It's against Vancouver, and Detroit will go to the power play here again. Yeah, so only, and again, I know these stats are obviously still going, only 85 goaltenders have played 500 games played or more. You got to keep in mind, like, this guy started 500 consecutive games played. There's only 80 goalies in the NHL's 10-year history that have only played 500 or more. It's absolutely nuts. So Glenn Hall, and again, like in today's NHL, there's no way. Trip here at center, and we got another penalty here against Detroit, here against Vancouver. It's going to be a 5-on-3 for Detroit. As David Kampf tripped Alex DeBrincat, and Detroit will get a 2-man advantage. Well, this will get interesting here. Detroit 5-on-3 for 1:52. Face-off is won by the Canucks. Canucks PKs ranked 30th in the NHL. Van Riemsdyk to Evander Kane. Kane to the goal line. To the point now to Larkin. Larkin to Kane. Pass over. Tipped. And out of play. Ugh. 1:50 to go in the period. 1:38 left on the 5-on-3. Face-off. Here again now in the Vancouver zone. Larkin versus Pettersson. Face-off won by the Red Wings. Kane to Raymond. Raymond down low to DeBrincat. Raymond at the point. To DeBrincat, low circle. Back to Raymond. At the point to Kane. Kane to Larkin. Shoots it wide. And it comes out of the zone all the way back down the other way. Here's Patrick Kane. He'll drop it back for Larkin. Larkin to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk down low in the corner now. Fighting forward with Myers. Trying to chip that one away. Canucks will clear again. And time ticks down here on the 5-on-3. Here's Patrick Kane. Moves it through center. Back to Lucas Raymond, who will clear it around now behind the net to Brinkett. Battling for it down low alongside the likes of Myers. Chance in front. Van Riemsdyk tips it away. Oh, he had a wide open net. Vancouver tries to clear. 30 seconds to go on the power play. DeBrincat, pass over. Kane a shot. Denied. Rebounds there in front. Kane tries to get it back again. Last minute of play in the first period. 30 seconds to go. Kane waits. Fires it. He scores! Patrick Kane on the 2-man advantage. Career number 499 in his career. And it's 1-0 Detroit. Patrick Kane, career goal number 499. And he is almost at the 500 goal mark on the 2-man advantage. And the Red Wings lead 1-0. Patrick Kane, his 7th of the year, assisted by Raymond and Larkin. Most goals by U.S.-born skaters in NHL history. Patrick Kane ranks 5th and would become the 5th skater born in the USA to reach 500 here. He's 1 goal away from that milestone. Detroit's still on the power play for 22 more seconds. Pettersson tries to clear, and he'll get that one out of the zone. Now dumped into the Red Wings' end. 15 seconds to go. Seider here on the right side. Moritz Seider. Time winding down here in the period. Kopp will clear that one down low. Kopp to the point. And Vancouver intercepts it. Cleared all the way back out to center. And that will do it for the opening period. A last-minute goal by Patrick Kane gives Detroit the 1-0 lead here after 20 minutes of play. And as well as that, too, Lucas Raymond, his 300th career point in his NHL career. And that being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. And we will be back for the start of the second period momentarily. Okay. All right. Pull up the stream here on my computer. Patrick Kane, only his 7th goal of the year, which is kind of wild. You think he'd have more, but, I mean, again, hasn't been the most ideal season for him. You are winning, bro. 1-0 Detroit. Well, I ask you guys the question now that we're here in this first intermission. Does Patrick Kane score his 500th goal tonight? What's up, Ronald? Welcome to the stream, brother. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We are 2 subscribers away from 4,200. All right. Just uploading the Patrick Kane goal here. Last minute of play in the first period. 30 seconds to go. Kane. First period. 30 seconds to go. Kane. Waits. Fires. Seconds to go. Kane. Waits. Fires. In the first. Kane. Waits. Fires it. How am I behind? Do I play any video games? Yeah, I play video games. Not that often during the season, but I play. Play in the first period. 30 seconds to go. Kane. Waits. Fires it. He scores! Waits, fires it. He scores! Play in the... Waits, fires... Play. Waits, fires... Last... Waits, fires it. He scores! Patrick Kane! On the two-man advantage. Career number 499. His career. And it's 1-0 Detroit. Detroit. All right. Just uploading a clip here, guys. Sorry about that. Update the all-time scoring sheet here in just a moment. I thought both goalies looked good. Shots were even through that first period. I thought both goalies played well. Don't really got any qualms about that. Last minute of play in the first period. 30 seconds to go. Patrick Kane, his first goal in a commentary stream.
I'm the fastest hockey stick taper on this app. It has to be standard tape though, and then you heel to toe to challenge anyone who thinks that they can tape a stick faster than me. You can do it faster than me. Go ahead and do this. Tag me, whatever. But here we go.
All right. Going to sleep. Hopefully you see the money up. All right, good night, bro. See you later. Thank you for tuning in. Still got a runny nose. What are my thoughts on the Blackhawks season? With Connor Bedard, they're phenomenal to watch. When there is no Connor Bedard, they are not fun to watch. I mean, overall, it's been a better year than previous years. Still a lot of room to go for improvement, but I think Spencer Knight being there has played a massive factor. I think a lot of their young guys have played better this year. Also, seeing Anton Frondel in the World Juniors, when he gets to the NHL, we better watch out. He's going to be absolutely nasty when he gets to the NHL. I'm looking forward to it. But I think overall, like, the Hawks have had a better year than years prior, despite kind of being down towards the bottom of the league again. But I think them, with the way they were playing, we overreact a lot when players perform really well, and I didn't think what they were doing was exactly sustainable, to be honest with you. But I've been wrong before. So we'll see what happens in the second half of the year, of course. But I think it's been overall a good season, a better year, better than the last for sure. Okay. All right, I got to go use the bathroom. I will be right back, guys. Just give me a second. All right, I have returned. I am back from the restroom. That line is going to be insane. Bedard, Lardis, Frondell. Yeah, if that ends up being what it will be, it's going to be absolutely nasty. I feel like they could use one more big... feel like they could use one more big prospect. And that could be this year. I think the expectation is, with the way Connor Bedard looked, I think the expectation now heading into 26-27 would be to start improving standings-wise. And they're already getting there. They're already improving standings-wise. But if Frondell... if Frondell gets there next year... if Frondell will be there next year, sorry, I was texting my father. I think they will improve drastically. You. I think he plays this season to the end of the year. Yeah, probably. I think that might be the expectation. But again, we'll see. Still a lot of time to evaluate that, but all right, still an intermission here. Not a lot of time till the start of the second. So just about there to start it. My fucking father. What's up, Peter? You think they suck without Bedard? They are 4-0. That is true. They are. I mean, they have been better without Bedard this year, but it's 4 games, so. Sorry, guys. All right. You're in the area. Interesting. What you mean by that? Yeah, but they can still win without him. True. Where are they at in the standings now? What's the standings looking like? I don't know. Even if that's the case, playoffs are not a reality this year. to be honest with you. I think you agree. They have been winning more games, but they find themselves, after being up there and competing, they now find themselves, they're only 3 points out. So I guess it's not impossible, but, I'm not big on it. I guess it's not impossible. I will retract my statement. We'll see. They've been better this year, though. That's a definite. All right. Almost ready for the start of the second period in just a moment. We are almost ready to get started here with the middle frame. Aw, they're showing the little kid who was obsessed with Edvinson. Alrighty, let's get ready for the start of the second period here today between the Detroit Red Wings and the Vancouver Canucks. Who is ready to add a goalie? They already have their goalies. It'll be Peretz, Petruzzelli, and Ian Shane. Unless if things have changed from that I don't know of. But right now, those are their three. I know Peretz is up in the AHL. But I think those are your goalies right now. What's up, Bond? Welcome to the stream. All right, first period recap. Goals were scored by Patrick Kane and only Patrick Kane in that opening period. Stats through that opening period. Faceoffs were in favor of Detroit, 55%. Hits were 13-3 in favor of Vancouver. Block shots, 9-5 in favor of Detroit. And giveaways, 11-2 in favor of Detroit. Here we go. Second period. We are underway. As I did it way too early. Face-off won by the Red Wings. Here they come now through center. DeBrincat to Kane. Kane will clear it down low now in the corner. Now Camp battling for it on the right side. Kiefer Sherwood gets it down low here in the Vancouver zone. Sherwood clears it down low into the Detroit zone. It's an icing against the Canucks. Shots were 10-10 through the first period, so it really could not get any more even than that. And again, both teams had their chances. Red Wings having a 5-on-3 to end off that period obviously does help. But Detroit with the only shot that really matters. And they have a 1-0 lead. Face-off in the Vancouver zone. Won by the Canucks. Sherwood will try and clear out the center. It's kept in then by Detroit. Kane trying to get that one down low. Tyler Myers will steal it back. Bank back out to center. David Kampf will clear that one down low. Gibson throws it around now behind the net. Cleared all the way back out and into the Detroit bench. And that'll stop play for the moment. And yeah, Patrick Kane, not that ideal of a play. It looks like he went into the Detroit bench. So, no penalty there. Face-off now will come in the neutral zone. In the Red Wings zone. Kane taking the draw here against Larkin. Face-off won by Vancouver. Pettersson trying to clear it down low. Now Evander Kane will battle for it here with Dylan Larkin. Kane Clears it down low in the corner. Brock Besser. Back to Kane, who fumbles his shot. Kept in by Pettersson, who shoots it up and out of play. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. 2 subscribers away from 4,200. Face off here now in the Red Wing zone once again. Comfer versus Pettersson. They will kick Pettersson out. Now Evander Kane will come in. And Kane wins the draw. Vancouver keeps it in the zone. Flipped away then by the Red Wings out to center. Canucks will get it back. Hronek banks it off the board. Stolen back then by Detroit. Sandin Pellikka. Back to Sherratt. Sherratt to Kane, who will clear that one down low. Now Comfer battling for it. Stolen back then by Pettersson. Elias Pettersson up then for Kane. Kane to Boyum. Boyum will clear that one down low. Detroit steals it back. Sherratt to Raymond. Tip back into the Vancouver zone. Puck is dumped back into the Red Wing zone now. Sandin Pellikka battling forward with Carlson. Taken back then by Ogren. Ogren to Sasson to the point. A shot tipped in front. And back down low to the corner. Now Ben Sherratt will attempt to clear. It's kept in. Axel Sandin Pellikka behind the Red Wings net. Will bank that one back out to center. Sasson back to Pettersson. Pettersson clears it down low now to the Vancouver end. Now Sherratt battling for it. Picked up then by Ogren. Throws it in front. And it's tipped back down low. Detroit gets it back. John Leonard trying to jab at that puck. One of the extra forwards here typically for Detroit. Has played in some games here this season. Höglander keeps it in the zone. Dekes around 2 Red Wings players. Pass from O'Connor. Will shoot that one above the net. And out of play. Shots are 11-10 in the second. Face off here in the Detroit zone. Won by the Canucks. At the point, Elias Nils Pettersson. Down low now battling for it is A2 Ratty. Banked off the boards then by Kopp and cleared out to center. Here comes Patrick Kane. Kane loops it around back to DeBrincat. DeBrincat looks, fires it. Saved by Lankinen. Now Myers will backhand that one up. And out of play. Puck will stay in the Vancouver zone. Shots are 11 apiece. And a save there by Lankinen with his upper chest. Got that one like up top here on Alex DeBrincat. Face-off coming back here in the Vancouver zone. Patrick Kane on the ice, still looking for goal number 500. Canucks will clear out the center. Sherwood now battling forward with Kopp. Here's Kopp now, who clears it down low. Picked up then by Elias Pettersson. Off the boards then Myers. Banked out to center. Detroit will dump it back into the Vancouver zone. Get a line change off. Now Lankinen will play it down low for Nils Pettersson. DeBrusk through center. Back to Sherwood. Sherwood shoots it. And it goes back down low to the corner. Now Kampf clears it around now behind the net. Sider will bank that one off the boards. Then back for Emmett Finney. And Sherwood still battling for that puck. It's been the most active player I've seen here for Vancouver tonight. Boyum to Sherwood. Bank back off the boards. Then back up to the point. And Pettersson will take it back out of his zone. Boyum. Back to Filip Hronek. Hronek off the boards. Besser. Tried to send a cross-ice pass to Hronek, and he'll dump that one into the Detroit zone. Red Wings trying to get it back. Cleared back out to center. Vancouver will now regroup with it. Kane. Back up then for Pettersson. Pettersson trying to bring that one in. Down low then for Kane, who tried to throw a pass to center. Now Pettersson. Elias Pettersson. Back to Kane. Kane, the Besser, a shot blocked. And here come the Red Wings the other way. It's a 3-on-2. Van Riemsdyk to Raymond to JVR back to Seider. And they could not complete the play. Vancouver steals it right back. Pettersson into the zone. Waits, shoots it. And it goes wide. Off the boards. Now Pettersson tries to fire it again. It's blocked. Now Lucas Raymond takes it back. 2-on-2. Raymond through the zone. Loses the puck. Now battling forward with Carlson. Comfer down low. Pass front. Sandy Pellikka shot. He scores! Axel Sandin Pellikka. And the Red Wings lead by 2. It's the rookie ASP, his 5th career goal. Assisted by JVR and JT Comfer. And Detroit has a 2-0 lead here in the middle frame. So Axel Sandin Pellikka there from JVR and JT Comfer. It is the young ASP's first Watch with Nordic point of his career. And the Red Wings lead 2-0. Down low here in the corner, Myers battling forward with Leonard, banked off the boards, and here come the Canucks the other way. 2-on-2 now through the zone. Sasson down the right side, pass to center. Nobody is there. Gibson makes the pad save. Vancouver trying to take it back. Ogren at the point, back to Myers. Delayed penalty for Detroit. Myers, a shot denied by Gibson. And Detroit will touch the puck. And Vancouver will get another opportunity here on the power play to get themselves on the board. It's Mason Appleton who is heading to the box. I'm not exactly sure what for. Interference, it looks like, on Sasson. Nose is itchy. But Axel Sandin Pellikka makes it a 2-0 lead here for Detroit, and now they'll have to go to the PK and see if they can kill this one off. Canucks power play here coming up in just a moment. Pettersson versus Comfer. 14-14 left to go in the second. Face-off won by the Canucks. Sherwood trying to clear that one down low. Banked off the boards then. Now Johansson trying to get that one out. Kept in here by the Canucks. Johansson will steal it back and clear it all the way down into the Vancouver zone. Now Lankinen will play it behind his own net. Here's Tom Willander. Willander will move it through center. Drops it back. Pettersson to Besser. Tipped off the boards then. Now Sherwood here battling forward in the corner. Stolen back then by Johansson and cleared all the way down the other way. Behind the net now, Willander picks it back up for the Canucks, being pressured by Rasmussen. But he will get that one to Pettersson. Pettersson to Sherwood. Down low now, Besser behind the net. Seider trying to steal that one back. Will clear it off the boards. Kept in, though, by Vancouver. Here's Boyum. Down low, Besser. Back to Boyum. To Pettersson. To Boyum now at the point. Back to Besser. Besser to Sherwood. Sherwood at the goal line. Tipped away by Seider. Canucks keep it in the zone. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Sherwood in front. They score. I couldn't tell for a brief second there, but Jake DeBrusk, a power play goal, gets the Canucks on the board. It's a 1-goal game. Jake DeBrusk, his 12th goal of the season. And it is on the power play from Kiefer Sherwood and Brock Besser. And it's 2-1. Ooh, what is this? All right. Jake DeBrusk, his 12th goal of the year. And it's 2-1. Nah, you shouldn't cash out. They're still winning. Here's Ben Sherratt now in the Red Wings zone off the boards then for ASP, who will try and clear away. Now Kane back up to DeBrincat. Stolen back then by Kane, who will clear it all the way back into the Detroit zone. Now Ben Sherratt down low in the Red Wings end. Banked off the boards then to center. Canucks have the puck. Off the boards now. Evander Kane will clear that one down low. Sandin Pelech off the boards then for Kopp. O'Connor will clear that one down low. Detroit steals it. They will bank it out to center. Now cleared in then for Alex DeBrincat. DeBrincat loops around, pass in front for Kane. Could not get the opportunity there. Thrown around now behind the net. Shots are 12-12. Dead even here in this second period. 3 goals scored. It's 2-1. Hronek to Boyum. Boyum in the Red Wing zone. Tipped in front. And a chance there for, I think that was Ogren, who will bank that one down low behind the net. Sasson looks, battling forward now with Larkin. Sasson will bank it out to center. Here come the Red Wings the other way. Emmett Finney with speed, moves it into the zone. Tries getting a shot on, but it's too far away from him. He gets it back, feeds it up to the point. Sider, back to Finney. Finney tried to send a pass then for Casper, who was knocked down to the ground. Now Larkin picks it up. Dylan Larkin down low, banked off the boards, then to Sider at the point, shoots it, and it goes wide. Kept in the zone, though, by Detroit. Casper racing for that puck, banked off the boards, then by Pettersson, and back out to center. Simone Edvinsson will try and clear it off the boards. It's kept in by Vancouver and dumped back down low. Lucas Raymond tips it off the boards, then back down low in the Vancouver zone. Raymond gets it back. Van Riemsdyk back then for Comfort. Cleared now behind the net. Raymond up to the point. Sherratt to ASP. A shot. Save there by Lankinen. Here's Lucas Raymond now on the right side. Will control the puck here for Detroit. Backhands it down low then for Sherratt. Sherratt looking for options. Fires it on net. It's blocked in front. Kept in then by ASP. Axel Sandin Pelech to Sherratt. Sherratt to ASP. ASP then down low. And Van Riemsdyk to Comfort. He scores! JT Comfort. And the Red Wings regain their 2-goal lead. Peter, please do not spoil. That's the only warning I'll give you next time you get it timed out. JT Comfort, his 5th goal of the season. And the Red Wings make it 3-1. And now you have multi-point games from JVR and ASP, who picked up assists on that goal. Comfort as well with a multi-point game. So the Red Wings here are producing. And I guess that's exactly what you want. So JT Comfort, 3-1 Detroit. Here in the Red Wings zone, try to clear that one back out to center. Dump back into the Red Wings zone. Gibson wraps that one around now, try to clear out to center. He'll do so successfully. Racing for it now with speed is Michael Rasmussen. Here behind the net. Vancouver steals it back. It's Pettersson. Pettersson will dump it into the Red Wings zone. Jacob Bernard Docker. Canucks keep it in. Pass in front. And a chance there for Willander is swiftly denied. Now Leonard will clear that one here into the Vancouver zone. Pettersson back for Willander. Willander clears it down low. Pettersson tries to get it back off the boards. And back out to center. Ratty attempted to clear. Now it's back in the Vancouver zone. Marcus Pettersson for O'Connor. O'Connor in front then for Ratty, who was tied up there by Edvinsson. Detroit will steal it back in their own end. Shots are 15-12. Red Wings lead 3-1. DeBrincat gets knocked back down low. Here's Patrick Kane. Kane to Larkin. Larkin at the point. Waits. Sherratt shoots it. Tipped in front. And out of play. JT Comfort. His 5th of the year. His 2nd point of the night. Multi-point games for JVR and Sandin Pellikka. And the Red Wings lead by 2 here in the 2nd period. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. We are just 1 subscriber away from 4,200. All right. So 3-1 Detroit lead. I think they're gonna win, but I don't think. But if they didn't, I'm gonna crash out. Nadir, you just gotta believe. It's still early. I wouldn't cash out yet. The Red Wings got this, bro. Don't worry. Trust. You gotta believe. All right, on to my 5th water of the day, it feels like. So Patrick Kane, Axel Sandin Pellikka, and JT Comfort with the goals. It is 3-1 Detroit. And Jake DeBrusk with the only goal for Vancouver so far. JT Comfort's 2nd goal in a commentary stream. Here and now in the Vancouver zone, it's Hronek who will clear out to center. Less than 8 minutes to go here in the 2nd period. Sherwood battling for it now, stolen back then by Larkin. Poke checked away. And now Detroit will be forced to regroup. It's tipped off of Sherwood. And out of play. Oh my God, I gotta blow my nose real quick. This is bad. Sorry about that, guys. I can feel it. It's like incredibly runny right now. All right, face off here in the Red Wings zone. Shots are 15-12 in favor of Detroit. Vancouver wins the draw. Chance in front there for Pettersson's denied by Gibson. Out to center, JVR. Back to Comfort. Comfort with Raymond. A shot saved by Lankinen. He will cover up. And Detroit keep on getting the shots on goal and the pressure on Kevin Lankinen. Shots are 18-13 as they updated the shots on NHL.com. Pettersson versus Comfort. Face-off won by Detroit. Raymond to Seider to Raymond. Shoots it wide. Kept in the zone, though, by Detroit. Edvinsson clears it down low. Raymond. Regroups now with Detroit. Shot on net denied. Rebounds in front. Lankinen will steal and cover up. Thank you all for tuning in. Like the stream as well. It helps out bringing more people in here. Face-off coming here in the Vancouver zone. 7:11 remaining in the second. Face-off won by the Canucks. Cleared off the boards and back out to center. Now Sherratt. Over then for ASP. ASP will dump it into the Vancouver zone. Leonard trying to get that puck free down low, battling for it alongside Sasson, and he'll finally kick it away. Down low in the corner, Vancouver steals it back again. Ogren battling for it. Sent back down low, Rasmussen. Back then for Appleton. Appleton loses it now to Leonard, who feeds it up to the point. Sherratt tries getting a shot on net there. It's blocked by a Vancouver skate. And now the Canucks will clear back into the Red Wings zone. Sandin Pellikka back over then for Bernard Docker. Puck is cleared into the Vancouver zone for a icing against Detroit. And the Red Wings have definitely been the better team here so far. Multi-point games from ASP, JT Comfort, and James Van Riemsdyk. Seeing the production from all those guys has been immaculate. Again, ASP has been one of their biggest positives for sure. Kane tries getting a shot on net. It's blocked there by Vancouver. Thrown back up to the point, Hronek. Clears it behind the net, O'Connor. O'Connor gets it free. Banked up to the point. Boyum waits. Deeks around now down low behind the net. Zeev Boyum battling forward with two Red Wings. Gets it back then to O'Connor. O'Connor in front. And Ratty shoots it wide. Kept in the zone though by the Canucks. Hronek down low. Back over then to Sherratt. Sherratt will try and clear off the boards. He will do so successfully. Vancouver does get it back into the Red Wing zone. Now ASP will bank that one off the boards then for Sherratt. Over then for Kopp. Kopp will clear out the center. Dumped in then quickly by Finney. Racing for it is DeBrincat. Vancouver gets it back. Hronek on the right side. Detroit trying to get the puck and get some offensive zone time, but it's been a lot of back and forth here these last few minutes. 5 minutes to go in the second. Here's DeBrincat. DeBrincat to Kopp. Back to DeBrincat. DeBrincat to Kane. And it hits his skate. Stolen back then by the Canucks. Here's Sherwood. Down low in the corner. Tries to send that one in front. Now Kane down low. Kampf battling for it back to DeBrusk. DeBrusk feeds it up to the point. Myers clears it around now behind the net. Edvidson battling forward here with DeBrusk. Sherwood waits. Down low for DeBrusk. DeBrusk to Myers' shot. And that one goes down low to the corner. Canucks get it back. Sherwood holds it here at the point. Pass over. And it goes up. And puck loose down low. I thought it went out of play. Everybody indicated that it did. Here's a 4-on-3 now the other way. It's Sider, who just decides to dump it into the zone. Now racing forward is Casper, who has had a pretty bad sophomore year. It's been a struggle for Marco Casper this season. Cleared all the way back into the Red Wing zone. A shot there from Myers is denied by Gibson. Less than 4 minutes to go in the second period. Shots are 17-14. And the Red Wings have a 2-goal lead. Ugh. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. My nose is so very congested right now. All right. Just crossed over 400 views for this stream. Thank you all very much. Just hit 4,200 subscribers. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Now we start the trek to 4,300. Face off in the Red Wing zone, won by Detroit. Casper. Out to center now. Vancouver trying to get that one back in. Still back to by Sider. Sider clears it down low to Edvidson. Back to Sider. Finney will dump that one down low. Willander battling for it as well. Larkin trying to get it free. Now Tom Willander steals it back. Casper at the point. Cleared down low now to the corner. Canucks trying to get it back. Höglander to Pettersson. Pettersson in front! And Besser with a chance there. And he could not connect. Besser battling for it now with Höglander. Back to Pettersson. Pettersson to Larkin. Larkin now will clear out to center. Hronek regrouping with the puck. To center now as Detroit steals it back. It's Raymond who brings it into the zone. Dekes around. Pass over to Comfer. And it was not complete. Now Sasson will feed it up to Ogren. Ogren racing for it. 1-on-0. And it got to Gibson first before Ogren could get to that puck. In the corner now, shot from Carlson goes wide. Now behind the net, Sasson up to the point to Hronek. Hronek to Carlson. Tries to dump that one down low. Now Sherratt battling for it. Sasson feeds it up to the point. Hronek a shot. Blocked. Lucas Raymond. Down low then for Johansson. Johansson up to Comfer. 2-on-1 with Van Riemsdyk. Comfer a shot. Goes off the pads of Lankinen. Now Raymond battling for it. It'll slide back out the center, and Edvidson will hold that puck for Detroit. Simone Edvidson will dump that one here into the Vancouver zone. It's an icing against the Red Wings with less than 2 minutes to go. Try and blow my nose again here real quick. I have nasal strips, but I don't want to wear them while I'm streaming. That would just look weird. Face off in the Red Wing zone. And we'll go to commercial break. Thought it wasn't icing. Now they're showing Grand Rapids stats on my stream. The Griffins 29-1-1 this year. It is the best start in the AHL's 90-year history. What does face-off mean? Like when they go to drop the puck in the certain zones. they'll line up in the circle, in the face-off circle. Like when you look at a hockey map, they line up there in the circles, and the referee will drop the puck. That's what a face-off is. Hopefully I explained that well. Because I know I'm not the greatest explainer with some things. But thank you all for watching. Like the stream. It helps out with the engagement. Subscribe if you're new. Still in commercial break here for a brief moment. And we're back. Showing off Shai Buyam, who was activated from injured reserve, is now down in Grand Rapids earlier this week. Face-off at center is cleared back down low into the Vancouver zone. Now Willander will dump that one back to center, and a whistle is blown here for the puck going out of play. I'm not exactly sure. Shots are 17-14. Face off in the Vancouver zone. Won by the Canucks. Cleared down low now behind the net. Marcus Pettersson will clear it out to center. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Edvinsson will dump that one around the Red Wings net. Back out here then for Kopp. Kopp to DeBrincat. Sider back to DeBrincat. Through the zone now, Kane. Kane on the right side. Gets tied up then down low by Pettersson. Stolen back then by Sherwood, who will skate that puck into the zone. Simone Edvinsson down low. Battling forward with Kampf. Fed back up to the point then by Hronek. Hronek shoots it, blocked in front. Canucks get it back. Sherwood shoots it again. And that one goes down low to the corner. Last minute of play in the second period. DeBrincat slides it around now behind the net. Fed back up to the point. And nobody is there, so Sherratt will take it back in his own zone. Bank back off the boards then here and back out to center. Here's Raymond. Raymond into the zone with some room. Now behind the net. Comes to the front. And shot there is denied by Lankinen. 30 seconds to go in the period. Cleared back out to center. 3-on-2 the other way. Kane racing for the puck. 20 seconds to go here in the second. Now battling forward here in the corner. Kept in by Vancouver. Puck is tipped and goes the other way. Now Comfer. And delayed offsides for Detroit as Comfer did not grab the puck and went offsides. 10 seconds to go now in the period. Bernard Docker will hold it behind his own net as the time winds down, and that will do it for the second period. Middle frame is in the books. 3 goals in that second period. ASP, Jake DeBrusk, and JT Comfer make it a 2-goal lead for Detroit heading into the third period. And that being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. And we will be back for the start of the third period momentarily. Ugh. Gotta plug in my computer. Whew. So congested. Sucks. All right. All right. Let's update the all-time score sheet here. And got about 15 minutes is what my timer says here till the start of the third period. So, brief moment in time here. We'll pause. Oh, what the hell? Did not mean to do that. All right, then I got to update Vancouver's. All right. That's all done. Boo, Vancouver. No Vancouver fans in the chat? A lot of Red Wings fans. Oh my gosh. All right, I got to use the bathroom. Again, I will be right back, guys, in just a moment. All right, I have returned. Okay. All right, still in second intermission, probably for about another 10 minutes or so. All right. All right. Still in second intermission. You know what I can do? Let me do this really quick. All right. Says we got about 5 minutes till the start of the third. So almost there, everybody. Almost there. What's up, Vince? Good evening, brother. Good to see you, man. How you doing? It's good to see you, brother. Oh, freaking runny nose, dude. Thank you, Steph. I appreciate it. All right. Less than 2 minutes, it says, till the start of the third period. And then we'll get ready to commentate this latter half. Okay. Third period. Almost ready here in just a moment. All right. Let's get ready for the start of the third period here. From Detroit, as the Red Wings have a 3-1 lead here heading into period number 3. Second period recap. Goals were scored by Axel Sandin Pellikka, Jake DeBrusk, and JT Comfort. As the Red Wings have a 2-goal lead here through 40 minutes of play. And now heading into the final third of this game, we will see if the Red Wings can hold it down, get another 2 points. And discluding any of the other games, they can move back to first place in the Atlantic Division with a win here tonight. Patrick Kane still looking for career goal number 500. We wonder if we're going to see that here tonight. Stats through 40. Faceoffs are dead even. Hits are 21-9. Block shots are 17-6. Giveaways are 12-10. Oh, thank you, Steph. That means a lot. Alrighty, the third and final period between the Detroit Red Wings and the Vancouver Canucks. And we are underway. Face-off is won by Vancouver. Puck will slide back into the Canucks zone. I always do it too late. Here's Detroit now with the puck to break it in front for Kane. The shot is blocked off of Willander. Now down low here now. Marcus Pettersson will clear that one out to center. Puck will slide back into the Detroit zone. Here's Moritz Seider. Seider off the boards now, cleared into the zone for Tom Willander. Willander back then for Pettersson, off the boards for DeBrusk. Jake DeBrusk brings it into the zone, wraps it back around, back to Sherwood, who takes it behind the net. Sherwood in front, and the shot deflects back into the corner. Here's David Koff now, clears it up the boards. Hronek drive, and that one goes up and out of play. Shots are 18-15. And again, you look at the goaltender stats here. You start off with Kevin Lankinen, 15 saves on 18 shots, .833 save percentage. John Gibson, 14 saves on 15 shots, .933 save percentage. Here come the Canucks now into the zone. Here's Besser, who will clear that one around behind the net. Kept in the zone by Detroit. Stolen back by the Red Wings. Here's Finney. One low. In the zone. A shot off the post. He had Lankinen beat, but could not get it in the top corner. Detroit keeps it in the zone. Cleared around now behind the net. Boyum trying to bank that one off the boards. Down low now, Finney. Emmett Finney now behind the net. Finney, pass in front. And Casper could not get to it in time. Puck will come out of the zone. Johansson will dump that one down low now into the Vancouver zone. It's Boyum. Off the boards then to Hronek. Hronek will clear out to center. Canucks get it back. Carlson into the zone. Pass over. Gets away from them there. Now Lucas Raymond will bring the puck down the other way. Raymond to center. Broken up. Pass in front. Nobody is there. Now Sherratt down low. Over to Comfort, a shot. And he goes wide. Sandine Pellica off the boards then for Comfer. Comfer to ASP. Back to Raymond. Puck goes off his stick. Cleared back down low now to the corner. Van Riemsdyk throws it back up to the point. Sandine Pellica behind the net then. Pass in front. And Raymond could not tuck that. It goes up and out of play. Emmett Finney with a massive chance there. Hit the post on the breakaway and could not connect further with that. But a big opportunity there from Emmett. And you got to be happy with that for sure if you're the Red Wings. Shots are 18-15. Pettersson clears that one around now behind the net. It's Tom Willander. Willander through center. Into the zone here now. Tries getting a shot on net. Stolen back then by Simone Edvinsson. Up then for Rasmussen. Here's Michael Rasmussen through the zone. Down low, pass in front. Nobody is there. And stolen back then by the Canucks. Carlson intercepted by Detroit. Rasmussen a drive. And it goes off of Willander back down low behind the net. Red Wings pick it up. Appleton feeds it up to the point. Edvinsson to Johansson. Albert Johansson dekes into the zone behind the net. Tries to throw a pass in front. And stolen back there by Ratty. Vancouver gets it back. Kane will dump it into the Detroit zone. And now Johansson will regroup behind the Red Wings net. Patrick Kane. Over then for JBD. Dumped into the Vancouver zone. Now Kopp to the point. Johansson, a shot saved by Lankinen. He could not get that rebound first try. He does get it the second time. And covers up. Shots are 19-15 here in the third period. The Red Wings have given it to Vancouver here. It's 3-1. Down low in the Vancouver zone, Hronek will dump that one all the way down the other way and back into the Red Wings zone for an icing. And again, looking at this Detroit line here currently on the ice. Andrew Kopp signed to a contract in 2023. Patrick Kane as well, signed to a one-year deal. Face-off won by the Red Wings. DeBrincat a shot, saved by Lankinen. Johansson tries to clear that one down low, back then for Boyum. Boyum clears it off the boards to the point, kept in the zone. Dump back down low to the corner. Canucks get it back. Boyum will take it, tries to clear, and they will get it out successfully. 3-on-3 the other way. DeBrusk to Sherwood. Shot on Gibson there is denied. Now Kampf will clear that one behind the net. 4 minutes gone here in this third period. Sherwood banks it up to the point. A shot. Directs back down low. Now Hronek will look for options here in the corner. Philip Hronek battling for it now. Puck will slide out to center. DeBrusk will fight for that puck as well. Into the zone, Besser. Besser shoots it off the netting. And back on the right side, Finney. We'll play it back up then for DeBrincat. DeBrincat with Larkin. 2-on-1. Larkin into the zone. Saved by Lankinen. What a stop. And Vancouver claims it back. Myers off the boards then to Besser. Back up then for Pettersson. Pettersson to Besser, who moves it into the zone. Besser shoots it. And it goes wide. Cleared all the way back down the other way. And into the Vancouver zone. Now Tyler Myers will dump that one around the boards. Puck will slide back into the Red Wings zone, in on Gibson. And he will make the save. A huge opportunity there from Dylan Larkin on Kevin Lankinen. And the puck stays out. It's 3-1. Exactly 5 minutes gone in the third period. Red Wings lead 3-1. Larkin versus Sasson. Off the draw, face-off won by Vancouver. They will dump it down low in the corner. Now Larkin trying to backhand that one Back up then for Finney, who will dump that one out to center. Racing for it now is Casper. Stolen back then by Vancouver. Off the boards, Carlson to Sasson. Through the zone now. Tip back down low into the corner. Now Edvinsson will pick up that puck then back for Dylan Larkin. Larkin with speed through the neutral zone. He'll bring that one down the right side. Circles back around. Intercepted then by the Canucks. And here come Vancouver the other way. Carlson dumps it into the zone. Off the boards then Edvinsson. Intercepted. A shot. Gets tipped back to the bench side. Now Edvinsson off the boards and cleared back into the Vancouver zone. Canucks with the puck. It's Zeev Boyum back out to center now. Ratty. Played forward then into the zone now behind the net. Trying to take that one is O'Connor. Fighting forward with JBD. Down low then Kane. To the point to Hronek, who banks it off the boards. Johansson. Fighting forward now with Raymond. Raymond. Cleared back down low behind the net. Ratty will bank that one off the boards. Boyum, a shot gloved by Gibson. No goals so far in this third period. 13:44 to go. It's 3-1. Go Wings. Love to hear that. All right. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go use the bathroom again. All right, I have returned. Let's go, Wings. Youngest to 300 points in Red Wings history. Lucas Raymond hit that milestone tonight. He becomes the third youngest player in Detroit history to reach 300 points. Behind Marcel Dion and Stevie Y. He did it in less time than Gordie Howe by 13 days. So that's pretty impressive there for a young and talented player in Lucas Raymond. Shots are 21-18. It's 3-1. In the corner now, Edvinsson battling for the puck. Besser tried to clear it out in front. Simone Edvinsson then back for Kopp. Kopp to DeBrincat. Pass to center then. Stolen back then by Vancouver. DeBrusk will try to clink that one off the boards. Now Höglander to Pettersson. And cleared back into the Red Wing zone. DeBrincat back then for Kopp. Kopp will give it back then for Edvinsson. Over then for Seider. Back into the Vancouver zone. Here's Elias Pettersson, who will backhand that one down low. DeBrincat off the boards then. Now Kane. We'll give it back then for Edvinsson down low. Back over for Moritz Seider. Seider will dump that one into the Vancouver zone as his team was getting a line change. Here come the Canucks the other way. Through the zone now, Sherwood. Puck will slide just wide of Gibson. And it'll be an icing against Vancouver, as Sherwood did not touch that puck. So there's that. Face off here now in the Vancouver zone. It's Rasmussen taking the draw against Camp. Won by Detroit. A shot goes wide of Lankinen. At the point now, Red Wings will regroup in the neutral zone. Vancouver trying to take it back. Out to center. Sherwood. Back then for Marcus Pettersson. Sherwood off the boards. Kampf will try and dump that one down low. Detroit will clear back out to center. Now Willander for Pettersson, as it's a lot of neutral zone time here in this third period. Down low in the corner, David Kampf. Behind the net, tries to send a pass to Sherwood. He gets it there. Sherwood in front. Ogren a shot. And that one is dumped away. Pettersson. Down low now for Sherwood. Pass in front. And a save there by Gibson on Pettersson. Now Sherwood another chance to flex up in the air. And out of play. Less than 12 minutes to go. Here in period number 3. Face off here in the Red Wing zone, won by Detroit. Down low in the corner now, Johansson banked up then for Kasper. Kasper will dump it here into the neutral zone. Trying to break that one in then on the right side is Sasson. Battling for it then, puck slides out to center. Finney intercepted then by the Canucks. Down low here now, Ogren banks it up to the point. Now Myers will clear behind the net then to Johansson. Trying to get that one free. Sasson battling for it down low. Knocked down to the ground then by JBD. Red Wings trying to clear. Canucks keep hemming it in the Detroit zone here, especially recently. Shots are now 21-20. Larkin battling for it now with Myers. Finney trying to get that puck back down low in the corner. He'll attempt to bank that one up to the point. Can't get it there in time. Now Larkin battling for it down low with the likes of Nils Pettersson. Off the boards now, down low, Myers. Cleared all the way back into the Detroit zone. That will be no icing. Sider throws it around then down low, kept in by Vancouver. Hronek down below the goal line. Hronek takes it behind the net. Up to the point. Ratty a shot. Tipped in front. It slides just wide of the net. And had that been an inch to the side, it'd be 3-2. Here into the zone now, rushing into this Compher. Compher looks to the point. Into the zone now, Raymond. Raymond to center, can't get it through. Poke checked away by Vancouver. Racing forward with speed then is Kane. But Sherratt gets to it first. Here's Raymond with speed. Into the zone now, pass back to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk waits. Tried to set a cross-ice pass, it was blocked. Backhand, denied by Lankinen, and rebound is there. And he covers. The shooting department here is very, very even. 9:58 left to go in the third. Detroit leads by 2. Oh my gosh. All right. 9:58 left to go in the third period. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. I would appreciate that. We'll be live in just about 40 minutes or so for Vegas and Columbus in Las Vegas, so be ready for that stream later on tonight. And then we won't be live again until Monday. Monday, we got a pretty good batch of games. We're doing Panthers and Sabres at 7 o'clock, followed by Maple Leafs and Avalanche. And that'll be the first of 2 times we stream the Maple Leafs during that week. We may stream on Wednesday too. I haven't fully decided yet. I got to look at what the schedule is for Wednesday, what the later game may be. Face off here in the Vancouver zone, won by Detroit. Edvinsson. Down low now for DeBrincat. DeBrincat in the corner, fed back up to the point. Edvinsson shoots it, tipped away back to the left side. Now Myers. Down low here in the Vancouver zone. Tyler Myers will clear out to center. Here come the Canucks the other way. Pettersson will dump that one then down low. Edvinsson battling forward here with Sider. Pettersson trying to break that one away. Kane trying to clear that one up as well. Cleared back down low now into the corner. Here come the Red Wings. Kopp off the board. Stolen back then by the Canucks. Myers down low in the zone. Is Pettersson once again. Behind the net then Boyum. Gets it back for the Canucks. Besser. Trying to move that one through center. Stolen back then by Detroit. Sherratt now to Casper. Casper will dump that one down low. Here's Hronek now battling for it behind the net. Trying to poke that one away. Now Larkin gets it back. Dylan Larkin on the right side to Sherwood, who will attempt to backhand that one away, but it stays in the zone. Here's Emmett Finney. Feeds it up to the point. Larkin to ASP. Sandin Pellikka. To the point then to Sherratt. Sherratt will dump it down low in the corner. Hronek tries to clear. DeBrus then played forward and ahead for Kampf, who will try and tip that one down low. Banked off the boards, then kept in the zone by Vancouver. Sherwood to the point. Pettersson fires it. It goes off of Gibson, back down low. Puck is tipped up in the air. 8 minutes to go. Sherwood fires it wide of Gibson. Red Wings get it back. Finney in the corner then for Sherwood, who will feed it up to the point, but Vancouver cannot keep that one in the zone. (3-1) Detroit. Puck slides in then on Gibson. He'll make the save. Willander at the point. 7:30 remaining. Pass in front. Denied again by Gibson with the puck. All right, face-off coming here now in the Red Wings zone. Shots are 24-23 in favor of the Canucks. They are now out shooting the Red Wings here, but they cannot find a way to beat John Gibson. Pettersson tried to bank that one off the boards. It's cleared out to center then. Red Wings get it back. Appleton dumps it down low. Pettersson will try and clear out to center. Canucks take it back. 2-on-2. Carlson will dump it into the Red Wings zone. Shot there off of Gibson. Back down low to the corner. Pettersson then for Leonard, who will clear back out to center. Canucks get it back. Here in their own zone. 6:50 left to go in the third period. Myers will backhand that one down low. Through center now. A shot from O'Connor into the chest of John Gibson, and some pushing and shoving here ensues after that little sequence. Again, these are the last time these two teams will play each other this season. They played back on December 8th. It was a 4-0 win for Detroit. And the Red Wings are looking to sweep the season series here, hold it down for the last 6.5 minutes. And get another very key 2 points. And Montreal currently up 4-1 on Florida, so it does appear they may stay tied for that first place spot in the Atlantic with Montreal. Hronek clears it now behind the net. DeBrusk will fire a shot on, goes back around now behind that. Wraparound chance for Kane is denied. Picked back up then by the Red Wings. Here's Van Riemsdyk. He'll backhand that one then into the Vancouver zone. Racing forward is Filip Hronek. Trying to battle for that one then down low. Poke checked away then. Comfer on the right side. Cleared around now behind the net. JT Comfer. Back for Raymond. Raymond to Comfer down low. Red Wings have the puck. Comfer will backhand that one now behind the net. Hronek gets it back then for Vancouver. DeBrusk will clear that one off the boards and all the way back into the Red Wings zone. JBD will dump it back into the Canucks zone. And here comes Willander. Willander will bank that one around now behind the net. Kane attempting to break that one off the boards. Back to center then. Moritz Seider will steal that one back then for Edvinsson. We are approaching crunch time. Icing here against Detroit. 5.5 minutes to go and winding down. And again, looking at the current playoff picture in the Eastern Conference, Detroit, with a win tonight, will move into first place. I believe Montreal is defeating Florida currently, so they may be tied. I'm not sure if Tampa's playing tonight. I can't remember. Cleared around now behind the net. Höglander. Down low. In front then. Besser, a shot goes out of play. And we will head to commercial break. 5:08 left to go. We are approaching crunch time. Detroit leads by 2 still. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Subscribe down below if you're new. Oh, Connect knee injured. I'm going to cry. All right. So again, we'll be live later tonight for Golden Knights and Blue Jackets. That's our later game here on the broadcast. All right, we are approaching crunch time here in this third and final period. And for those who do not know what crunch time is, I like to call crunch time the final 5 minutes of play in the third period. It's only when the game's close. It's a 2-goal lead for Detroit. Expect Vancouver to pull Lankinen, and they'll do so right now, actually. Empty net here for Vancouver. Boyum at the point to Hronek. Hronek down low to Pettersson. Pettersson tried to throw a Cross-ice pass is intercepted then by Rasmussen. Played forward then to Finney, who will run around, skating towards the empty net. Loses control of the puck, though. Now held up against the corner. Sherwood. Back then for Hronek. Hronek down low then to Sherwood. Sherwood will drop it back then. Hronek moves it through center. 4.5 minutes to go in the third. Hronek clears it down low. Gibson out of his net to play it. Will slide that one around then to Sherwood. Sherwood to the point to Boyum. Boyum fires it, blocked, and chipped out to center. Elias Pettersson with 4:10 left to go in the third. And Patrick Kane is on the ice. And that's why everybody started cheering. Empty net here for Detroit. If I'm Kane, do you want to score on an empty net? And here he takes it for 500. He hits it. Patrick Kane, 500 career goals. And the bench clears for Detroit, the 5th U.S.-born skater to reach that milestone. Patrick Kane, 500 career goals. It's hilarious after I say that. I'm like, would you really want your 500th to come on an empty net? But I guess, who the hell cares? And the whole bench cleared off. I don't know if I've seen that before in a commentary stream. I know it happens, but I've never commentated that before. Patrick Kane, 500 career goals. Wow. So there are 4 previous U.S.-born skaters. 4 previous 500-goal players. Mike Modano, Jeremy Roenick, Joe Mullen, and Brett Hull. Here comes Vancouver now into the zone. Shot denied there by Gibson. Rebound goes off the crossbar. And a 4-1 lead here for Detroit in the third period with 3.5 minutes to go. Shots are 27-14 in favor of the Canucks. Wow. What a milestone for Patrick Kane. And I think we know who the first star of the game tonight will be. And now they give Patrick Kane a standing ovation here in between whistles. Sorry, guys, just recording my clip. Definitely going to post something for it on my feed. But what a milestone for Patrick Kane to reach. Here come the Red Wings now into the zone. Lankinen is back in net. Rasmussen, a shot goes wide. Down low now in the corner. It's Casper trying to bank that one off the boards. Back then for Kane. Out to center. Dump back down low. Gibson will clear that one around behind his own net. O'Connor trying to throw that one in front. Now on the right side here, Edvinsson will clear all the way back out to center. 2.5 minutes to go in the third. 5 American-born skaters to reach 500 career goals. And Patrick Kane is now that 5th recipient. He is 12 goals away from passing Joe Mullen for 4th most by a U.S.-born skater. So depending on how the rest of this year goes, his goal production's been a little bit slower, but I imagine he probably could reach that milestone. Another guy to look out for, too, is the likes of Austin Matthews, and Lucas Raymond scores. It's 5-1 Detroit. I was in the middle of my analysis, and Lucas Raymond dekes around the Vancouver defense and tucks it through the back door of Kevin Lankinen. 5-1 Detroit. And this is the biggest margin win by the Red Wings that they've ever had. And again, a lot of the time whenever I stream this team, they usually only score like 1-2 goals. Never seen them score this many. Lucas Raymond with 1:40 to go. Here's Sherratt now, who dumps that one down low into the zone. Thrown back up to the point, then ASP. Larkin banks it down low here into the corner. It's Raymond's 13th goal of the year, unassisted. As time winds down here in the third. Larkin behind the Red Wings net. Over then to Sherratt. Sherratt will dump that one here into the Vancouver zone. Trying to move that one through the neutral zone. Stolen back then by Detroit. Last minute of play in the third period. Here come the Canucks. O'Connor through the zone. Banked off the boards, then back over then for Leonard, who will send that one back down low. Gibson battling for it then with Jacob Bernard Docker. Behind the net then, Johansson banks it off the boards. 30 seconds to go. The Red Wings will move into first place in the Atlantic Division. And Vancouver in live commentary streams loses another one. We've commentated them. Look at my stats here. We've commentated them 7 times. They won their first commentary stream, and they haven't won a single one since. 6 straight live commentary losses. And Detroit, as time winds down, they get the win here tonight. Final score, the Red Wings 5 and the Canucks 1. Patrick Kane, 2-goal performance, scoring his 500th career goal. And John Gibson makes 25 saves on 26 shots. And Detroit wins 5-1. All right. Well, that being said, everybody, that'll do it for me here tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it for this Red Wings live commentary. We'll be live in about 25 minutes or so for the start of Vegas and Columbus. But that will do it for me here tonight, at least for now. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe down below if you're new. And I will see you guys